JBN, we keep you informed. 32-year-old farmer shot dead in St. Elizabeth. The St. Elizabeth police are investigating the shooting death of a 32-year-old farmer and the injuring of two others, including a woman in Rose Hall, southeast St. Elizabeth, on Monday, March 16. The deceased is identified by the police as Dervin Powell of Rose Hall. Reports from the Junction Police are that about 9:15 p.m. the three were part of a group of people when two armed men wearing masks pounced upon them and opened gunfire. Powell was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead, whilst the other two are in stable condition. Woman charged with murder, man on wounding charges. A man and a woman are now facing charges for murder and wounding respectively, stemming from two separate incidents in Kingston during the month of March. Charged with murder is 35-year-old Marlene Lawrence, while 25-year-old Brandon Richards, a caretaker of Stephen Street in Almontown, Kingston 4, has been charged with wounding with intent. Lawrence was charged following an incident on Church Street in downtown Kingston on Friday, March 13. It is reported that about 12:50 a.m. she got into an argument with a man and both allegedly used knives to inflict wounds to each other. The man died at hospital as a result of his injuries. Lawrence was released into police custody after being treated. Meanwhile, the charges against Richards stem from an incident in his community about 10:40 p.m. on Thursday, March 5. He was allegedly involved in a dispute with a teenager when he used a pair of scissors to stab him. He turned himself into the police a day after the incident. Lawrence will appear in court on March 19, while Richards will appear on March 26. Bearer making lodgement in Mandeville robbed. For the second time in a week, someone said to be a bearer on his way to making a bank lodgement was allegedly attacked and robbed in the vicinity of Scotiabank Mandeville, reports say. A man claiming to be an eyewitness who spoke on condition of anonymity detailed the latest incident, which took place on Monday. Me didn't near the bank, and around midday a man was going towards the bank to go make a deposit. Quick time one next man attack him and I try to take away the money. He told him a fight and the man not even ball out for help. Eventually the next man cut the man pan him hand and take off with the money. Big banger rang out here, he said. Another report appeared to corroborate the incident as described by the man who said he witnessed the incident. However, when contacted, head of the Manchester Police, Superintendent Gary Francis, said the police were unaware of the incident. A Scotiabank customer care representative said by telephone Monday afternoon that no information could be divulged over the phone. This latest reported incident follows last week Monday's robbery of a gas station bearer who was allegedly attacked by two men traveling on a motorcycle as he approached the bank to make a deposit of $2 million. The men managed to escape, leaving the motorcycle behind. The police had said they were following strong leads into that incident. Phillips opens access to coronavirus drug from Cuba. Leader of the opposition and the president of the People's National Party, PNP, Dr. Peter Phillips, says he has reached out to the government of the Republic of Cuba for Jamaica to access the antiviral drug interferon alpha-2b, which is among medications being used in the fight against the COVID-19 virus in other jurisdictions. In a statement, Phillips pointed out that alpha-2b has been used in 14 other jurisdictions in Asia, Europe, and South America. He disclosed that the Cuban government has expressed its willingness to make the drug available to Jamaica on the basis of a formal request from the government. Consequently, Phillips said he has written formally to Prime Minister Andrew Holness on the matter. It would help to reduce the incidence of infection or help in reducing the severity of the infections, Phillips said. He pointed out that the Cuban biotechnology industry has a lot to offer, and countries further away and bigger than Jamaica have seen the value in embracing this intervention. Phillips urged the government not to delay in making the request. Cuba has been assisting Jamaica with ICU nurses and other medical professionals for many years. A batch of 21 nurses from Cuba is expected to arrive in the island next week to help in the fight against the virus. Phillips said it would be an additional advantage if the request for the drug was made and arrived along with the Cuban personnel. MP arranges construction of 3 houses for sisters now living in squalor. 3 sisters who have spent the past several years living in a house in Annotto Bay, St. Mary, which seemed on the verge of collapsing, with a roof which leaks when it rains and no proper sanitary convenience, are finally getting. The sisters, Katie and Simone and Susie Peter, and their 15 children, ages ranging from 3 months to 17 years, have been living in squalor for some time and had lost hope of getting any form of assistance to better their living conditions, as their appeals for help over the years had fallen on deaf ears. It's hard every day to wake up to the same terrible condition. Every day, many people get up and the people just a ball, especially when it rain or fall, Kadian said. Me beg and plead, but I just pray promise and nothing happen. The people them get sick and every day me just lose hope of say me I'll get any help. For me 6 people and myself would have lived in a 2-bedroom board house, but the house was about to collapse, I have been living here for 33 years, and rain and sunshine is structure just a rotten. And one of my in-law decides that she going to approach the MP, Norman Dunn, but me convinced that it would just be another promise. So me get word that somebody can look upon the condition and the situation. Me still never expect any help, added Kadian. But Dunn listened to the plea for assistance and visited the woman at their house. I was moved by what I saw and I almost broke down in tears, said Dunn, the MP for St. Mary Southeastern. There is no way that people, especially children, should be living in such inhumane conditions. I immediately committed to assist them without even thinking about what the cost would be like. Fortunately, I received some funding to assist with the construction. When I saw the deplorable condition that they were living in, I just had to intervene, added Dunn. Now work is underway on 3 concrete dwellings for the sisters and their children. The construction, which is nearing its halfway stage, will see each sister benefiting from 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a kitchen area, a dining room, and a veranda. With the dwelling now taking place, Kadian is anxiously awaiting the completion, which she says will definitely improve the health of her children, who will no longer be exposed to getting wet whenever it rains. Neither will there be any fear of them being bitten by centipedes nor rats, which find their way into the dilapidated buildings they now live in. Holes appearing $17 million welcome to Montego Bay sign, the first indication that the controversial $17 million welcome sign at the Sangsters International Airport roundabout in Montego Bay, St. James, may not be value for money has appeared. 2 massive holes, thought to be the result of stone-throwing vandals, are in 2 of the letters that was constructed using materials resembling plexiglass. Ian Wright, a Montego Bay businessman, has called on the authorities to speed up their investigations into finding those responsible for defacing the sign and immediately bring them to justice. This is a national disgrace, and until persons in this country start feeling the full brunt of the law, will they learn that actions such as this is so wrong, a peeved Wright said. Whether it be a sensible individual or a madman, these persons must be caught, arrested, and charged. At the time of its construction last year, critics said that it was scandalous to be spending so much money on a welcome to Montego Bay sign. However, tourism minister Edmund Bartlett said it would be an iconic attraction for the tourist center. The new fancy glass-like sign, complete with lighting, replaced the previous concrete Welcome to Montego Bay sign, which was destroyed in March 2018 by a vehicle that got out of control and crashed into it. Those who think it was a scandal, I say to them, the real scandal is the beauty that is there, and the shame that those who might have expressed otherwise when Jamaica needs something as beautiful as that, he said. Like Wright, several Montegonians are condemning the action of the person or persons who are defacing the multi-million-dollar sign, even as they question whether the money spent on the project could not have guaranteed the sign's durability. From the beginning, me know said the sign was a joke, one transport operator said. How is it possible that someone can spend over $70 million upon a sign where a man can just walk up to and mash up with a stone? When a man or a government spends $70 million upon a sign, it will have proper structure and proper security because a taxpayer money help build it, he added. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.